Dear fellow SC Railwaymen and family members, AGM South Eastern Railway and my colleague officers and their families, President Servo and members Servo, members of recognized trade unions and associations, representatives from the press and electronic media, ladies, gentlemen and children. Very good morning. Ami sabaike hardik shubhechha janai. On the occasion of 67th Republic Day, I extend my heartiest greetings to all who are assembled here and also those at the divisions and remote locations and stations working day and night to keep the wheels of South Eastern Railway moving with great speed and safety. India became a republic when the constitution of the country came into force on this day of the year 1950, thereby defining it as a sovereign national democratic republic with a multi-party parliamentary form of government. Today we have assembled here to pledge to defend the unity, integrity and sovereignty of our motherland and to ensure to give our best in our own spheres of work for the overall development of the nation. This would be the real tribute to the freedom fighters and the makers of our constitution who have given us this strong and vibrant democracy full of freedom and brotherhood. At the same time, it will be no wrong to say that being part of the Indian Railway, which is the lifeline of the country, we are always in a process to deliver our best, and South Eastern Railway in particular is always proud to do so. South Eastern Railway is primarily a freight carrying railway, transporting mainly iron ore, finished steel, coal, cement, petroleum products, and contributing immensely to the country's socio-economic and industrial development. You will be glad to know that on 31st December this year, the last day of the year, while we were all busy to welcome New Year, our staff, officers were toiling hard to make a record loading of 7,707 wagons in a single day, and which was the highest ever record in the history of this railway, which surpassed the previous record of single day loading of 7,191 numbers. So far this day, on the 20th January of this financial year, this railway has already been able to load more than 100 million tons of freight traffic, which is more than 7.4% higher than the traffic loaded last year during the same period. Till now, we have already completed more than 100 million tons of loading, and this traffic has given us an originating freight earning of 7,524 crore up to December, which is also more than 8.7% more than last year during the same period. So we have not only surpassed the loading but also the earning compared to previous year, which is more by 7.5% and more by 8.7%. South Eastern Railway runs an average of 994 trains per day, and our punctuality indices are on improving trend in comparison to previous year. This year, there is a scope to improve. On the 8th of this month, we have started 3 new trains and also extended the journey of 4 EMU trains from 9th January 2016, which were flagged off and announced by Honorable Minister of Railways on 9 January. On the passenger sectors also, the earning is so far satisfactory, as with the total earning registered a rise of 6.6% till December over last year. Though there is an increase of passengers travel in PRS sector, but there is a little decline observed in the non-PRS suburban route due to improved road connectivity, which needs to be brought back into railways. As far as the total passengers carried are concerned, South Eastern Railway has carried 192.4 million passengers up to 31st December, where a high growth has been observed in non-suburban section. This was made possible due to optimum utilization of coaches and by augmenting regular trains, by planning special trains as per the trend of the passengers, and by overall putting up the best effort which all railwaymen could have done. Till now in this fiscal year, we have run more than 498 special trains to various destinations and temporarily augmented 7,594 coaches, and in addition 30 coaches on permanent basis. We are still continuously planning to run more specials for our passengers by streamlining rolling stock and by regular monitoring. All these factors, both in the area of freight operations and passenger operations, have led to total apportioned earnings of rupees 9,011 crore up to December 2015 in the current financial year, which is 800 crore higher than achieved during the same period of last year. Apart from this, Southeastern Railway earned 47 lakh by licensing film shooting at various stations in this financial year to promote cultural activities. This is a pride experience of Southeastern Railway to have some of the legendary cinema personalities including Shri Amitabh Bachchan and others to shoot at Ranchi, Hatia, Kharagpur, Satragachi, Shalimar station in the recent months. In our endeavour to grant better facilities to the rail users, we have taken many steps to provide better passenger amenities and facilities at stations all over Southeastern Railway, both in terms of cleanliness as well as the provision of passenger amenity items by upgrading the facilities and committed to maintain prescribed standards. In Southeastern Railway, 80 stations are already developed as Adarsh stations out of sanctioned 86 stations, and all the 100% stations shall be developed as Adarsh stations very soon. The work related to improvement of platform surface has been completed in 9 stations. 375 platform sheds have been constructed at different stations. During the year, Southeastern Railway has already prepared a detailed plan to develop major stations with lifts and escalators. 2 escalators and 2 lifts have already been provided at Ranchi and Kharagpur. Another 10 escalators and 12 passenger lifts shall be commissioned shortly at different railway stations. To make ticketing system more convenient to the passengers, we have started first Yatri Ticket Suvidha Kendra at Ramgarh at Ranchi division, which is first in this region. In addition, we are providing and opened 12 new booking counters on various stations, and the process shall continue throughout the year. Southeastern Railway still have to meet the challenges of carrying not only extra passengers but also extra freight in the coming years. Therefore, a continuous upgradation and creation of new assets is essentially required. Up to December 2015, we have completed 54.6 kilometers of doubling and third line work and have planned to complete another 61 kilometers, out of which 29 kilometers is of new line between Badki Champi and Tori at Jharkhand. The doubling work between Tamlok and Basulia, Suta Hata station and Dumerita Vimalgarh section is expected to be completed by this year. This year will help in smooth train operation and more loading at ports and mines. The third line work, which is in various sections of Chakdharpur division, especially in Adityapur, Rajkhashwan and Rajkhashwan, Dongaposi, Chakdharpur, Jharsuguda section will also help in providing operational flexibility and to fetch more loading from this area. In addition, in this year, Southeastern Railway got new sanction of total 430 kilometers of doubling and third line work, which will be spread over Ranchi, Bandamunda, Raulkela, Jharsuguda, Kharagpur, Adityapur, Chakdharpur, Goyalkela and Mohishila, Kali Pahadi sections at an estimated cost of rupees 4,400 crores. While operation is important, safety in railway occupies the highest place and remains our prime concern. We cannot show any complacency in this regard and bring safety as a paramount importance throughout our review and performance appraisal. I urge upon all railwaymen to be sincere, serious, dedicated, disciplined in the manner of safety by following the laid down rules, imparting proper training and providing regular refresher course, counseling and constant monitoring and regular inspections. Our security forces have been rendering excellent service and are always found alert to prevent loss of life and property. In the wake of enhanced security, steps have been already installed, CCTV camera surveillance system at 12 stations and another 10 stations are in the pipeline. While security upgradation process shall continue to upgrade and maintain the security of passengers and properties to the highest level. Unmanned railway crossing and level crossing are always accident prone. We are in the process to eliminate all unmanned railway crossings, all our zones throughout the year and in the coming years. Up till December, we have eliminated 44 numbers of unmanned level crossings, while we have a target of reaching almost 90 and 99 this fiscal year. Work is in various stages and we shall be completely eliminating the more number of unmanned railway crossing this year. While we have taken this step of eliminating the railway crossing, we have also deployed gate mitras and all 100% unmanned level crossing, thus upgrading the safety of road users. And in completion stage, total 546 unmanned gates have already been covered by providing gate mitras. There is also a future scope of improvement in the environment, and our attention has been given by prioritizing the protection of environment this year, and this will remain our prime responsibility. South Eastern Railway has taken various steps in this area of providing protection to the environment, like we have provided massive plantation, installation of solar panels, and begin utilization of LEDs in different establishments to save conventional energy and provide green electricity. Solar water heaters have been provided at Kharagpur workshop and at running rooms in various locations. More number of solar power panels have been planned to be commissioned at various prominent railway stations, thus saving the energy cost as well as saving the environment. South Eastern Railway has also taken active role in providing overall cleanliness by participating in Swachh Bharat mission. Special drives have been taken to clear out colonies and clean offices and stations. An elaborate action plan has been formulated to improve cleanliness on board the trains. 42 important trains have been covered under on-board cleaning and 7 more trains are being planned to be covered under OBHS scheme. There are SMS and website-based OBHS redressal systems which have been incorporated and introduced in all OBHS compliant trains of Chakradarpur and Ranchi divisions. For Santragachi depot, the system is going to be implemented very soon. To provide good and qualitative linen to our passengers, all of our coaching depots are equipped with our own mechanized laundries, and at present, more than 40% of the requirement is fulfilled through these mechanized laundries owned by South Eastern Railways. The capacity augmentation of mechanized laundries at Hatia, at Ranchi and at Satragachi has been undertaken and under process to meet the maximum requirement and passenger satisfaction. I seek your cooperation and support in keeping our colonies and surroundings clean and more hygienic, and keep free from harmful plastic bags which stokes our drains and pipelines. I urge and seek your cooperation and support in this regard. In the end, I would like to say that although in the first 9 months our performance has been encouraging, we need to work together in harmony and strive harder to achieve greater heights of excellence in future. In this gathering today, I acknowledge the role and cooperation of all the organized labor and associations who have always worked along with us for the betterment of the organization. I always and also convey my best wishes to each and every railwayman, railway employee, their families all over South Eastern Railway, in each division, at headquarters and in each workshops. I am sure that with your unstinting efforts, help and cooperation, we shall perform even better to contribute to the growth and rise of Indian Railways and shall be in a position to accept the new challenges and work hard for the prosperity of the country. I will like to end this address with few lines of Shiv Khera. The winners do not do different things. They do the things differently. So let us all be the winners and the success will knock at our doorsteps. Jai Hind.